Welcome everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Standing here in such a refreshing environment makes you realize how important it is to feel a sense of balance in your day. In a fast-moving world, Mangda Kratom is one of those options people explore when they want something that feels steady and naturally fits into their lifestyle. For many, Mangda Kratom becomes part of a shift toward a more balanced way of living, where things feel a little more in sync and easier to manage. Maeng Da Kratom isn't about extremes. It's something people look into when they're trying to create a routine that feels more grounded and naturally aligned. Sometimes it's not about doing more. Maeng Da Kratom is simply something people consider when they're looking for a calmer, more consistent rhythm in life. Maeng Da Kratom is something people often come across when they're looking to bring a sense of consistency into their everyday routine without making things complicated. There are certain things in your daily life that may seem small at first, but over time, they slowly start to affect your energy, your focus, and how your entire day actually feels from beginning to end. These are everyday issues that build up quietly in the background, and before you even realize it, they begin to disturb your routine, your consistency, and your overall sense of balance. Sometimes it's not one big problem. It's a mix of smaller things that slowly start to affect how you feel, making your day feel heavier, slower, and harder to manage than it should be. What I'm about to share with you are some very common challenges that many people go through, and these can quietly impact your energy, your clarity, and how you function throughout the day. Some days, even the simplest tasks feel heavier than they should, and that steady sense of energy you rely on just doesn't feel the same anymore. At times, staying focused on even one thing becomes difficult. Your attention drifts, and it's hard to stay fully present in what you're doing. There are moments during the day when everything slows down, and that natural rhythm you depend on feels slightly out of sync, leaving you feeling low on energy. Even things you once enjoyed can start to feel like effort when that sense of motivation quietly fades in the background. Sometimes it's not physical at all, it's mental, where your mind just feels tired, even without doing much. Small things that never used to matter can begin to feel overwhelming, and your patience doesn't feel as steady as before.
I don't know.
What's wrong?
Nothing. It's fine.
Even when the day ends, your mind doesn't fully settle, and that sense of calm feels just out of reach. Even in social moments, you may find yourself slightly disconnected, not fully involved in the experience around you. Starting something, or even continuing something familiar, can feel harder when that natural drive just isn't there. Mornings, which should feel like a fresh start, can sometimes feel slower, like it takes time just to find your rhythm. When too many things come together, it can feel overwhelming. And instead of moving forward, everything seems to pause. Staying consistent, even with simple routines, becomes difficult when your energy and focus don't feel steady throughout the day. It becomes easier to get distracted, shifting from one thing to another without really feeling connected to any of it. At times, even your thoughts don't feel clear, like everything is there, but not fully coming together the way it should. Overall, it's not one major thing, just a quiet feeling that something is slightly off and your usual sense of balance doesn't feel the same. And this is where something like Maeng Da Kratom comes into the conversation. Not as a quick fix, but as something people began exploring for better balance, starting right from where it's naturally grown. For people going through these everyday challenges, Maeng Da Kratom has become something they explore as part of a routine that helps them feel a bit more steady, focused, and consistent throughout the day. When energy feels low and your rhythm feels off, many people begin looking at Maeng Da Kratom as something that fits naturally into their day, helping them maintain a more balanced sense of flow. For those moments where focus and clarity feel distant, Maeng Da Kratom is often considered by people who are simply trying to stay more present and engaged in what they're doing. When consistency becomes difficult, people start turning toward options like Maeng Da Kratom. not for instant change, but to support a routine that feels more stable and manageable over time. And overall, when things just feel slightly off, many people explore Maeng Da Kratom as something that fits into their lifestyle, helping them feel a little more balanced as they move through their day. And now, let me take you on a journey where you'll begin to understand why Maeng Da Kratom has become a choice that so many people trust as part of their everyday routine. Everything begins at the source, where Maeng Da leaves grow naturally, showing a deep green color that reflects their freshness and the quality they carry from the very beginning. At the time of harvest, only selected mature leaves are carefully picked, ensuring that consistency starts right from the earliest stage of the entire process. Once collected, the leaves are sorted with attention, where only the clean and healthy ones are selected, creating a reliable starting point. They are then washed thoroughly, removing any impurities while maintaining their natural green tone before moving forward in the process. As the leaves begin to dry, their color slowly shifts, from a deep, fresh green to a softer, more balanced green tone as moisture is reduced. This drying process is carefully controlled, ensuring the leaves maintain consistency without losing their natural characteristics or overall balance. At this stage, the leaves become dry and crisp, developing a stable green-brown tone, ready for the next step of transformation. The dried leaves are then finely ground, transforming into a soft powder, while preserving the natural qualities developed through earlier stages. This powder takes on a smooth texture, with an olive green shade, indicating a consistent and well-processed result. It is then carefully filtered, ensuring uniform consistency and removing any uneven particles for a clean final texture. Before packaging, the product is tested, ensuring it meets consistency standards and maintains the quality expected from each batch. For those who prefer convenience, the powder is prepared into capsules, offering a simple and measured way to include it in a routine. Others choose the powder form, carefully sealed to preserve its natural green color and maintain freshness over time. Single-use portions are also created, making it easier to maintain consistency, especially for those who prefer structured routines. In the end, it's about consistency and choice, where different formats come together, allowing people to choose what fits naturally into their lifestyle. At the end of the day, it's not about changing everything overnight. It's about choosing something that feels consistent, something that fits naturally into your routine, and supports your sense of balance. When you understand the journey behind something, from its source to its final form, it becomes easier to trust and to choose something that feels reliable in your everyday life. Everyone's routine is different, and what matters most is finding something that works for you. Something that feels simple, steady, and easy to stay consistent with over time. Sometimes, the smallest changes in your routine can make the biggest difference, especially when they help bring a little more balance into your everyday life. And in the end, it's about feeling more in control of your day, finding your rhythm again, and choosing what truly fits into your life in a way that feels natural and consistent. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I will see you guys with another Kratom video next time. Till then, take care.